Hi gang, there's been a lot of questions about the EBP project, so I wanted to get us all on the same page. So this is your EBP project Demystified. First of all, we all use the Johns Hopkins nursing model. Sorry, my cat's meowing. We're ready to move ahead with that. So in the fall, we came up with a practice question. You went through your evidence, and now we're ready to translate that to practice. So those are the steps of EBP: finding the practice question, finding the evidence to support whether a project or change can happen, and once you decide that it can, to translate that to practice. Now, we all chose projects that we knew could be translated to practice, and that's what we're doing, but that wouldn't necessarily always be the case. Some of you are doing classroom presentations for like Laniquila seniors. Some of you are doing for the clients at Kahi. Okay. Others are doing in-services for nurses or other staff, like at IHS. Looks like Waimanalo Health Center. There's 2 going on out at Kahi at Department of Health. Let's see, the women's prison, that one is doing it with the clients, and so is the swim school. So variety of projects going on. So how do you make this happen? Well, go back to your syllabus. I've cut part of it out, and here you see I took the service learning component out, which is at the very top. And you see that I've cut out what percentage of your grade is each part, and approximately how many hours you need to dedicate to that to end up with the 90 hours you need for the semester. So you already see the due dates have passed for the post-test, which was for the YouTube clips, and then the University of Michigan School of Nursing called it the post-test, but it was really the pre-test, but we got that all straightened out. So now look where we are. Okay, meet with your team and analyze your five appraisals. So all of you are supposed to come together, look at every one of those appraisals, and make sure that it is correct. It's the right appraisal, the right type, the right interpretation of it, that everything is correct. Okay, you're going to use these later. They're going to go into, everybody's going to make one paper. So you want to make sure these are correct and you're able to move ahead. Okay, so what it says here is that you want 5 clean copies that are ready to be inserted into your paper when we get there. Next, you also need to meet and synthesize your evidence. So this is in your G and kind of your H working together there. Again, these 2 documents are going to be part of your final paper. Make sure that they're clean, they make sense, and everybody's on the same place. You see, I've given you 16 hours for that. That's a lot of time, all right? So this should be done well and done right, and you should be proud of your project. Okay, so now we move into the final part of the hours. And you see that I have uploaded a record for you to individually keep track of your hours. Okay, so on here I've listed some hours that are going to be potentially the totals, but on that hour sheet you need to be documenting the hours of the project and doing the project. Okay, so that 40%, those 40 hours, you're documenting your work. You need that documentation, but it's really the work of creating the project that is really going into that there. Okay. At the end, you're going to evaluate, and everybody gets 5 points for that. And then from this whole project, you're going to write and assemble a clinical report. Now, I had uploaded a link for that and it didn't work. So I just today shared with each group your template basically for your paper, your write-up. There's some resources that I also put on eCollege under a tab called EBP stuff or something. Then that is due. You see all that stuff is due the first week in March. So technically these 7 weeks and the week before that. I'm giving you 1 more week to get everything together, but you don't want it to drag on because your immersion starts. And then at the very end of the semester, on the Friday the 6th, you are going to be expected to present that poster of your work. So each team will present 1 poster. So here is just the front kind of copy of the template that I shared with everybody. So again, APA-ish, it's not totally all APA, but it's showing you how everything should be broken down, what you should be talking about, how much writing should go into each place. So please look at that document that I shared with you today. Sorry, Appendix D is Appendix D is for your project. You need to create a pre-evaluation and a post-evaluation. So you're going to see what they know before you do it and what they know afterwards. And usually this is the same form, what they know before and what they know afterwards. Okay. You also need an evaluation of how you did. Okay, so I've given samples of that. You guys all did projects in health promotion, I know, as well as in community health. You guys do different projects. So if you need help figuring out evaluation form, I've given some samples and some ideas in eCollege, but let me know. And then Appendix E is the translation to practice project outline. So I have, that is another document I uploaded for you guys. I want that all filled out and I want it included in there. And finally, you're going to submit a hard copy EBP translation to practice project in a binder. Okay, so I want that evidence in a binder of the project that you did. So like the materials that you're going to give to IHS to help Elizabeth work with homeless clients, or the materials, copies of the materials you're going to give to Lanakila to have their projects, so that your projects can continue after you leave. It's nothing different. It's the same thing that you're going to give to the site. I just want a copy of it kept on the campus. For the poster, I'm not certain whether the funding is for you just to make a regular trifold, which is very inexpensive, or actually that they will fund making a regular presentation poster. These are about $50 a piece. There's 14 groups. I don't know what the nursing school has planned for this, but I will get back to you on that. You do all this work, you did turn in your report, your paper, you do your poster, and then Brother Bernie gets to give you a diploma and you get to graduate. These are HPU students, but I couldn't find any Chaminade graduation pictures, so there you go. Anyway, if you have questions after watching this, watch it again. And if you need more help as a team, you should be planning to meet on Mondays and Thursdays, get this work done, work together. This is a major project, 90 hours. I want to see everybody keeping track of their hours. If you work together as a group, you can put those hours on your table. If you work alone, you can also do that. So hope this helps. Bye.